A warm welcome to Aviation this week on Channels Television. I'm Bukola Joe Oketumbi. Aviation safety is the state of an aviation system or organization in which risks associated with aviation activities in support of the operations of aircraft are controlled to an acceptable level, while aviation security refers to the techniques and methods used in an attempt to protect passengers, staff, aircraft, and airport property from accidental harm and other threats. How can Nigeria improve on these twin factors, which are the industry's highest priority? Plus, a look at the Bida Aerodrome in Niger State. Our background report is up next.
Safety is the highest priority of all involved in aviation. Aviation safety is described as the state of an aviation system or organization in which risks associated with aviation activities in direct support of the operation of aircraft are reduced and controlled to an acceptable level. Airport security refers to the techniques and methods used in an attempt to protect passengers, staff, aircraft and airport property from accidental harm and other threats. International and national regulations lay down rules and standards on aviation safety and security to protect the health of citizens, goods and property from unlawful interference and accidents. These standards set responsibilities to airlines, airport operators. Here in Nigeria, concerned stakeholders say collaboration is key.
When we talk about security, it actually affects every facet of our life. So today, one of the things that I would ask is that all the stakeholders, and I'm including NEPSA, Customs, NDLEA, FAN, NCAA, NAMA, and the rest, that we must get together on a regular basis and see how we all collectively can influence the safe and secure environment of the airport.
Runway safety is another, and it is concerned with reducing harm that could occur on an aircraft's runway. Safety means avoiding incursion of aircraft and inappropriate exits and use of the wrong runway due to confusion.
FAN has many airports to deal with, and Lagos, of course, is big because that's where they get most of the money from. I think they should prioritize Lagos, going to make sure that they have enough funds to keep it going, because that's why international flights come in. You just have to need the needful. There are safety regulations. You know, there are two aspects, though, I must say. There's the safety aspect. Toilet must work, must have light, must have air condition, all that must work, I agree. But the safety aspect that's more important to all, the runways, the landing aids, the airfield lighting, firefighting. We must make all those work, because those are safety issues. And without that, we're in trouble.
Ground handling agents say the safety of the cargo sector is important, but the airport authority must provide state-of-the-art infrastructure and equipment.
At the moment, Africa represents only 2% of air movements internationally. But over the next 10-15 years, that is expected to grow at least double. In delivering new buildings, these will be high-tech, state-of-the-art buildings with higher security incorporated. Be more sustainable, there will be more comfort for the people working there, hence more safe working environment. And all that drives for the passenger and the workers working in the airports, a much safer environment and a secure environment, a more pleasant experience, and to make it a more efficient aviation industry going forward.
If we need to have the kind of safety that we all envisage, because the essence of safety in aviation is for either the cargo or the passenger to successfully move from one point to the other, and also on time. Then we have to ensure that every other aspect of the industry, or whoever that are stakeholders in the industry, are performing their role in line with international best practices. In this part of the industry, what is the vision that is driving all of us that said, okay, we all have to be on the same page? that this is the plan that we have in terms of safety to get to where we are going to. So if we don't even have a vision, because the Bible tells me that where there is no vision, say the people perish. So if we don't have a vision, then we'll be moving like people that are blind.
Following rising cases of aircraft theft at the Lagos International Airport, authorities say a number of plans are in the works to keep the airside of not just the Murtala Muhammed International Airport, Lagos, but all airports across the country safe.
Safety concerns at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport is receiving attention. That's from our guest on our interview segment.
We have bushes around. We made sure that all the bushes were cleared. Everywhere was cleared. We now started this patrol vehicles following or escorting aircrafts. That's when it's slightly dark. So what we did was, number one, we positioned a patrol van permanently at the A3. We call it Alpha 3. That's where most of the aircraft turn after landing into the taxiway, and that's where there's possibility of them holding in case there's another aircraft taxiing again. So there's a patrol van with security agencies, not only far now. We follow them at a reasonable, allowable distance until they park. We have now a dashboard camera. In the interim, we wasn't just few, but we've imported some more. As we are being followed, so there's another layer of security again. Okay, we are following you. Now we have evidence to show that we followed you. The only way we can prove it is if we have a CCTV to show for it. That I want to believe maybe in the next few weeks, because you know it takes time to install. We have constant encroachment, so it's like battle between us and the surrounding communities. If I can show some of you. You know, we used to use a concertina wire before now. Now we are using spikes because they cut the concertina to gain access. But now we are using spikes so that there's no way you want to climb it. I will just show you just for you to see. The airport is within the city, and we are battling with the communities around the city. But then we're trying to make sure that we do it right. Then we have the military men on the air side that helps us too, and we engage them to at least help us in doing that. Aside that, we have night guards. We have guards. Then for access, on our own, we've tried to reduce access control. We have about 25,000 people with on-duty card. It was able to reduce it as at mid this year to about 16, and many people were upgraded. The airport is within town. Most airports in the world are not within the metropolis. So we have the issue of intruders, we have the issue of, then you have issues of old staff. You know, airport is another community again whereby people come to work. When they are laid off, they don't go. This one cut across uniform, civilian, everybody. So those are issues too. But we are mostly particular about the air side, because at the end of the day, security and safety are paramount, and anything that happens on the air side has a ripple effect. Even security, it affects safety, because if the cargo door is opened, assuming yes it does get open, and maybe the pilot take off. That's anything can happen. So security and safety goes hand in hand, and we are here to ensure that our airport is safe, secure.
Air traffic controllers and pilots work together to ensure the airspace is safe. While ATC issues instructions, pilots are meant to comply. But there are times when this does not work.
According to provisions, we are not supposed to be seen negotiating with pilots. We give instructions. But the pilot is in command of his own aircraft, while we are in charge of all the aircraft in the airspace. So he knows about his aircraft, whereas the book gives him right over his aircraft. But the book gives me powers over the airspace. So I know who will be trafficked to him or her. And so I'm able to give instructions. But I can explain to him why I am giving that instruction at that time T. And if he doesn't like that clearance, according to provisions, I can give him an amended clearance. But that will depend on the traffic situation.
The Banjul Accord Group Accident Investigation Agency, Bagaya, has held its 4th Bagaya meeting in Cape Verde. The new helmsman of Bagaya, Nigerian accident investigator Charles Erue, has reiterated the need for capacity building among member states to at least equip investigators in the region with basic foundational knowledge in accident investigation. AIG Group, owners of British Airways, has agreed to buy Spain's Air Europa as the global aviation sector charts a path through high-profile failures, fierce competition, economic woes and high fuel prices. London-listed International Airlines Group said in a statement that it has signed a transaction agreement with Air Europa owner Globalia in a deal worth $1.2 billion to boost its long-haul routes in Latin America and the Caribbean, and also cement Madrid Airport's status as a top aviation player. Qatar Airways says the airline is growing stronger despite the June 2017 blockade imposed on the country by a coalition of Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates. This move had a massive impact on air travel within the country. However, Qatar Airways CEO Akbar Al-Baker has confirmed the state-owned carrier and nation responded to the blockades, revamping its airline business approach. Chile's tourism industry has come under intense pressure amid violent protests that have rocked the capital Santiago since last month. With hotel reservations down by half and many cancelling trips after the country pulled out of hosting 2 major summits. The hit underscores the wider impact of the chaos that has gripped the South American nation for almost 2 weeks, since protests against metro fare hikes sparked off riots that have seen buildings and buses burned and millions take to the streets.
Up until the 30th of September, we had already registered 3.5 million tourists. Tourism is a very sensitive industry, and we've seen reservations drop by around 50% these last 2 weeks. And the most complex thing for the industry is that there won't be new reservations until the country's situation stabilizes.
A look at the Bida Aerodrome in Niger State after the break. Do join us again.